Hey everyone, welcome to Hilarious Storytelling. The generic drug sales frenzy made everything wild, and patients' relatives rushed to us. They said their mother's condition worsened after taking our meds, leading to hospitalization. Then I realized we weren't the only sellers. There's a fake drug dealer named Zhang Changlin cashing in on the chaos. He's holding marketing seminars claiming his pills are the latest German miracle drugs selling for just, but in reality, his pills were just used as powder, no cure. To make it believable, he hired shills. I found his scam repulsive, but hey, it was his turf. Who was there to stir the pot? But Pastor Lu couldn't stand it. His friend, fooled by fake meds, shouted on stage Zhang Changlin is a fraud, escorted out by security. Seeing this, Huey Ma was on fire. He kicked Zhang Changlin across the room, and suddenly, we were all in the mix talk about chaos. Eventually, the cops arrived. By the station, Zhang had skedaddled. Thankfully, it wasn't serious. Just a signature and we were free. But as we stepped out, I couldn't shake the anxiety and asked the cops about penalties for selling fake drugs. Selling fake meds earns 8 years or more, up to 5 times for serious cases. My heart skipped a beat. I was a bit dazed at first, but then LV Shaoyi eagerly invited me over. He and his wife treated me like I was their hero. At his place, I saw his newborn son snoozing away. Seeing him reminded me of my own kid. Back home, I dug out my son's baby photos and was reminiscing when I heard a knock at the door. It was Zhang Changlin. The guy had been in the fake drug game long enough to know the dirty secrets behind generic drugs. He wanted to make a deal with me, 200 grand from 2 years of profits to buy out my supply chain. He said the fake drug business wasn't as easy as I thought and that if I kept selling, I'd eventually get caught. I turned him down, but it seemed like he sniffed out my hesitation. A few days later, he hit me with the bombshell. I was busy unloading supplies when he suddenly called, warning me that the cops were on their way. As soon as I entered the call, the police actually arrived. Fortunately, I hid myself in time and managed to avoid being caught. But after this, I began to waver. Zhang Changlin was clearly pressuring me, and selling him my supply chain would mean endless harassment. Making money is important, but if got, who cared for my dad? I'd lose my son too, a total waste. In the end, I decided to quit while ahead and gathered everyone. Generic drugs were selling well, and we discussed expansion. But suddenly, I announced I'd sell the distribution rights to Zhang Changlin. Everyone was shocked. I told them while the price for other patients might go up, we would still get the old price talk about a plot twist. They were all speechless, and silence fell over the room until the host spoke up first in objection. He called Zhang Changlin a fake drug dealer and claimed he had harmed many people. I explained, Zhang's pills won't kill you. That old lady who had issues, she ate something else. But Hugh and Mo insisted, saying selling fake drugs harms and leads to hell. I thought, you don't know how many years fake drug selling can get you. Then why push patients towards counterfeit sellers? The mids still come through, sure, they might be pricey, but way cheaper than a 40 grand price tag. Many can't even afford 5 grand. I wasn't losing sleep over it. I mean, I was a snake oil salesman, how could I manage everyone's problems? I had no intention of getting mixed up in Zhang Yu and Quinn's troubles, especially since I was the one risking my neck to bring back the meds. If you're here today, thank me. Huey Ma toasted, then smashed the glass on the table, scattering shards like confetti. The sound echoed sharply like a whale's curse. What could I do? If not, I got hardly saving myself. Zhang Changlin's threats felt like a mountain pressing down on me. My dad's medical bills were a bottomless pit, sucking up all my attempts to fight back. My son's future was foggy, I couldn't risk a second. As Pastor Lu left, Avishai stared at me. In his eyes, no hatred, only despair, like a trapped deer aware of no escape. Yet he was waiting for a miracle, while I was the one snuffing it out with my own hands. Get lost, he said, glancing back at me repeatedly as he left. I couldn't meet his eyes one look too long, and I might regret it. A year later, with the money from selling the distribution rights, I opened a textile factory. Running this business had no risks, and the profits multiplied several. I started to feel like selling the distribution rights to Zhang was a smart move after all. But those patients relying on textiles to survive didn't have it so easy. One day, after giving a big boss a tour of the factory, I was about to head out when I bumped into LV Shaoyi's wife. She told me Zhang Changlin hiked up the drug prices way too high and that had been reported now he's vanished. No one could buy the textiles either. LV Shaoyi had run out of meds, and in despair, he even contemplated suicide. I felt a creeping dread and went home to see Zhang Changlin's arrest warrant, realizing what my initial choice had led to. I had pushed the patients into a deep abyss of despair. The next day, I rushed to the hospital to see LV Shaoyi. He looked so pale and different from before. When he saw me, he managed to muster a weak smile. I joked, you're quite the risk taker to consider suicide. Have an orange. How'd it come to that? As the doctor cleaned his wounds, his heart-wrenching screams pierced my heart like daggers. LV Shaoyi had clearly grown used. This is a tale of choices and consequences. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated.